So what I hold in my hands is basically a money saver. Just a piece of carbon steel like you would find on an old hand plane. And this tool will save you a lot of money on sandpaper and also time. Now this is an old tool used in the 1800s. Basically as an alternative to sandpaper, because before there wasn't such a thing. Used on tabletops and flooring. It's a very versatile tool, and today I'll be showing you how to use it. Let's have some fun. Before we use it, I'm going to go through the sharpening process. Now basically, the first tool we're going to be using is a single cut file. You can see it only has one line of teeth. And we're going to be laying the tool at 90 degrees like this, so no weird angles, basically holding it perpendicular to the blade. We're only going to push in one direction just to save our file, and we keep doing this until we get one continuous smooth edge. Now I can see right here there's a rust spot. Basically I want to take that out. Nice even pressure. Maybe one more stroke or two, and that should be it. Flip it over, do the same on the other side. You can see I'm not holding it at an angle like this. I try to run it along the length of the file. One more, and that's it. So we've made this whole edge flat. Next step is to go to our stone, and we're going to be taking the burr off the edge here. Okay, so I've put down some oil on my stone. What we'll be doing is we'll be just running the edge flat. So I want to keep even pressure, hence 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. That way we have an even pressure all along the edge. That should be enough. Flip it over. Do the same on the other side. Yep. Flip it over. Same on this side. Perfect. Give it a bit more oil. Now, as you get faster, this will become a shorter process. I'm actually going slow right now, so you can see what I'm doing. So now I'm just running basically the card scraper with the edge straight up at 90 degrees to the stone, and just running it back and forth to get rid of the file marks. Don't stay in one spot for too long on your stone, because you're going to create a groove and ruin your stone. That should be it. Flip over. When you get good, this will take you maybe 2-3 minutes, and it's worth your time, honestly. It'll save you lots of sanding. There we go, we're done. Final step is called burnishing. And basically, we're going to be using this tool here. I'm just going to move the camera off the edge here because that's where I'll be working. So let me do that real quick. There we go. Basically, you're going to lay your card scraper down on its edge, or flat, should I say. Hold it down with a couple fingers. And basically, this is a burnisher. It's a piece of, I think it's carbide rod that I bought. But any hard piece of metal should work as long as it's round. And we're running it along the edge here with firm pressure, but you don't need to be like a gorilla and press down on it super hard. And I'm trying to keep it fairly flat. You can give it a bit of an angle. You can see here, it's not down, there's a bit of an angle. So do that a few times. Same on the other side. Flip it over. Same thing on the other side. And same thing on this side. And then we'll flip it straight up and down, keeping the rod perpendicular, so at 90 degrees. We're going to run it maybe 10 or so strokes. And basically what we're doing is we're creating a mushroom on the edge like this. So a hook on this side and basically a hook on the other side. It's a very small hook, so you can't really see it with your naked eye, but it's there. And that's what's going to create the cutting edge. Now, for the last stroke, you want to angle it a bit, just a little bit. The more you angle it, the more coarse the shaving will be. So I like to give it maybe 5 to 10 degrees, and you just do it once. Flip it over, and again, and we're done. So as you can see here, I've clamped a piece of mahogany and it's still rough. So the way you use this is you're going to be pushing against the basically pushing against the blade with your thumbs in the middle and pulling back with your fingers on the side so as to you create a little curve here. Now this wouldn't be an appropriate angle to hold it at, so we're going to give it maybe 10-15 degrees from 90, so roughly around here, and then just push. And you can see already I've got some shavings coming off. Now it'll get hot on you, so what you do is you flip it around to the other side. And repeat the same process yet again. So you can see we're starting to get a very nice smooth surface. If I can zoom in up close, you'll see how nice it is. So obviously the middle section here is where most of the contact was made, but it's taking out most of these marks. So what is the advantage to using the card scraper versus sandpaper? Well, your orbital sander will get most of the straight grain woods smooth. But say you've got planer marks in, for example, curly maple, where the grain is running all sorts of directions, right? Well, the card scraper will be able to give you that smooth surface without tearing out the grain. But you won't be there for hours with your orbital sander trying to get those out. Now, obviously, this is not a problem for someone who has a drum sander, but not everyone can afford that. So this tool, which costs from $10 to $15, will save you hours of headache and also a lot of money in sandpaper. The only thing is there's a learning curve on how to sharpen it and how to use it. But once you do learn how to use it and sharpen it correctly, well, then it's a very, very useful tool to have in your shop. So thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video interesting. Comment below whether or not you found this useful, and please consider subscribing, liking, whatever you want. And have a great day, guys.